Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back with our third ever Scooby-Doo movie. The previous one, which is Boo's Brothers, and then our first one of Hollywood. So far, though, we haven't really cared for them. Boo Brothers, we rated a 3. Hollywood, we rated a 2. So hopefully Ghoul School is going to be a little bit better. It's the second one in the trilogy of basically Scrappy-Doo 13 Ghosts versions where Shaggy's still wearing his red shirt. I think I saw once back in the day. Boo Brothers I never saw before. Hollywood I've seen like twice before. Ghoul School I've seen like once. Reluctant Werewolf I've seen a few times. Ghoul School I don't think I had it on DVD, but Reluctant Werewolf I definitely did have. So I'm curious to see how it holds up and if I remember anything about it because like I said I haven't really seen it in a long time. And in this one it was released in 1988, specifically October 16th. After accepting a job as gym teachers at a finishing school, Scooby, Shaggy, Scrappy train girl ghouls who have been losing all their volleyball games. Disaster strikes when Revolta, a wicked spider witch, decides to use the Grimwood girl ghouls for her own evil purposes. Now, this one's a little bit more simple with no like unmasking or anything like that from the sounds of things, which is going to be fun. And I feel like the need to eat something just when I'm watching Scooby-Doo stuff, so I do have some bacon cheese fries on the go, so we'll go for that. And then some trivia for this episode. Shaggy's still wearing his red shirt and blue jeans from 13 Goes to Scooby-Doo. And in spite of his appearance in the film, the front of the Whataburger Warner Brothers DVD package has Shaggy in green pants. Also, Scrappy is not on the cover art. Any of the commercials mentioned in the description are on the DVD menu, as if he wasn't in the film at all. This is most likely due to Scrappy's own popularity and the fact that he was the villain, as in like the live-action movie. In the OKKO Let's Be Heroes Halloween special Monster Party on Cartoon Network, Enid's old friends are Winnie, Tanis, Elsa, Sabella, and Phantasma. The actresses Pat Muzak, Susan Blue, and Rusty Taylor reprised their roles. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Ghoul School. Oh, writing? That's funny. So Scooby actually saw the credits. That's awesome. Nice. That's a cute way to do it. I like that a lot. Oh, Scrappy's the assistant. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're just sandwiches in the floorboards. That's funny with the map. Yeah, I do like how they're also keeping the same vehicle as well across the movies. Oh, nice, Scooby. Taking one for the team. Good job. Oh, man. Those physics. Oh, so they have like a Mr. Thing kind of hand style. Oh, and then a lizard puppy. Oh, he's cute. Matches the dragony. I'm Miss Grimwood, headmistress of this finishing school. Miss Grim, okay, headmistress, yeah. Kind of go a little bit shorter, but.
I'm not sure we'll be staying at White School. Absolutely.
Come now, we have a contract, Shaggy. This is your signature, is it not? I want you to meet my girls. Here's one of them now.
What's wrong with that? Our first student. Count Dracula's daughter. She has a really sensual voice for Count Dracula's daughter.
Winnie the werewolf, to be exact.
Hello.
And then Frankenstein, yep, so we got all the classics. Yeah, so Dracula's daughter kind of reminds me of Elvira, the comedy horror movie style. Yeah, we got a bunch of real ghosties. Phantasma, okay. Yeah, that's the last one, and that's the smallest one.
This is Tanis, the mummy's daughter.
Yeah, they win every time. I'll never get a trophy for my mummy case.
Okay, I remember now, yeah. As soon as I saw the trophy case, I remembered.
Don't worry, Tanis. We'll help you get a trophy, or my name isn't Scrappy-Doo.
Nice. They mean well, but it's kind of making fun of them, which is funny. What's his qualifications for being a volleyball teacher, though? Did they even mention? It's kind of funny, just kind of getting into that situation.
Looks like those girls are doing some sort of weird ritual. I'm not surprised. It's Halloween all year long at that old Grimwood place.
So those are those cadets that they're bad against. Those guys actually kind of sound like Red from Company of Scooby-Doo, which is kind of interesting.
Thanks, Greg. I needed that. And I'm challenging this Grimwood School to our annual volleyball match. No problem. We always beat those girls. Hit the target.
It's the Grimwood's weird guard dog, and he loves Mucha Hide on his collar. Easy boy, we just want a ball.
So he does kind of say words where he just being very protective of the ball. Oh, nice, and the early morning jog too. So she can actually run around in the daylight? I wonder if that means like she's only like half vampire or something. Maybe she just has better powers than Dracula. Is the ghost girl even gaining anything like for running? Yeah, the dragon puppy gives me real big scrat energy trying to bury the volleyball underneath the ground. Back with some fully loaded cheese fries. Let's watch some Scooby-Doo.
Come and get it, my little one.
Running really revs up the appetite, eh, Scoob? Appetite.
Wow, there's a bunch of just piles of meat. That's my kind of thing.
Like those overgrown fry traps are grabbing.
Not just rude. Kind of spooky though, but then being managers, it's kind of creepy.
Like, let's split up. There must be something to eat in this garden.
Everything's rotten. That's just messed up. Howard, she should have known whenever she hired humans, man.
Like what I wouldn't give for a pizza right now.
Transylvania dollar. Okay, interesting. And then did it say what kind of monster the caretaker was? Let me look it up.
One pizza to go with everything on it, except garlic, of course.
Nice. I love how they did no garlic. That's cute.
Snails and tadpole tails.
Okay, so tadpole tail. So I guess we could do that with frog legs, maybe. So obviously we won't do spider webs since it's an edible. Escargot is basically what snails are. Like, just basically debone frog legs. Probably will be a harder one to do, but could be fun. That's technically a weird food item. Also, it doesn't say what kind of creature the headmistress is, so there's the main bad guy in this one. Witch of the Web. Man, they're dressed so 80s style on that one when they were playing volleyball. But do they know that they're monsters?
Up there. Miss Grimwood said to make yourself comfortable.
I guess not really.
Would you prefer a softer chair?
Thank you.
I love how he's checking it already.
How about some tea and sweets?
Octopus Butler, nice.
Well, if you insist.
I remember this part.
Doesn't it taste a little moldy?
Fungus fudge always tastes moldy.
Yeah, I'd be running out of there, man.
It's time we arrange our annual volleyball game. We're ready to play your school whenever you say, girl. Affirmative. Prepare to synchronize watches. Wait, what is synchronize?
Yeah, we'll put fungus fudge on the list. Apparently somebody did do a recipe, so it could be fun to do that one. That's 2 weird food items so far for this one after a drought, which I'm very, very happy with. I think it's funny that the vultures are the ones on top, and then it's the wolf doing the cock-a-doodle kind of style. Vultures talking nice. Some more talking animals in the Scooby-Doo franchise. He's like the evil coach in every sports movie. It's kind of funny. We're not even halfway through. We're about to have the volleyball game. Why open window into the moat? In this kind of place, yep. Is that a 2-headed shark? Yep, jeez. It actually kind of reminds me of the new Scooby-Doo movies whenever he's running away from the shark on the little boards. That was a pretty good dive from the vampires, though. And I guess they can swim. Well, nobody can. I can't remember any monster lore off the top of my head. I just knew the sun one. It was one of the main ones. And the ghost girl actually has permutation against the water, which is kind of interesting. Nice on the camera. That's funny. And then the weird potato monster guy is an interesting character. Legs. Yeah, that's right. The spider. I remember him.
We need a referee.
You're looking at him. Scrappy-Doo. I call him as I see him.
And he's fine with the patient observer for Scrappy.
Affirmative. Grimwood serves first.
I guess the Colonel does know the real monsters because he didn't react at all to the hand, which is interesting. So doesn't know how to manage their strength. A little bit weak on that side. Oh my gosh. They're actually playing pretty well for constantly losing. So Scrappy does play fair. Also, didn't Scrappy say he was the assistant coach? So for him to be the referee is kind of interesting. It would make more sense for Scooby since he didn't say he was a coach. I don't know about that one, Scrappy. So the military guys are now just cheating straight up?
I'll make it look bad.
That serves loco.
You guys have to have more respect than that.
I'll save it, Winnie. Oh, what a backspin.
Yeah, you're just eating a hot dog, man. And Scooby's taking a break from cheerleading.
Hey, I've been sneak attacked.
That was an accidental good luck. That was funny. Man, so all that little bit of training actually has a pretty close game, which is nice. Frankenstein's good on the net, man. Yeah, also Frankenstein, she's pretty good monster.
This jetpack will say you have to spike that circle.
Take that, you bat.
Look.
So, Colonel, and so are you. Grimwood win.
You're a fantastic
Nice.
coach.
Well, that was easy.
Here, Dennis.
And that's what they came in for. Easy peasy, mission accomplished. Nice job. Not really retreating with dignity when you try to cheat, but they are physically enhanced because they're monsters. So, you know, a little bit of cheating among friends is not too bad.
Dracula, that's your daddy.
Nice. Okay, so we're having all the parents coming over. Kind of like Fred kind of kerchief. Kind of fascinating though how we've had several iterations, like in a couple series and movies back to back. We've had a couple versions of. Oh, that's nice.
Now they've grown soft. Soon Revolta will be the most feared name in the monster world.
Gotcha. So she wants to be queen. That's funny. There's ghosts though. They can just go through. Yeah, exactly.
Sandy's told me so much about you.
I don't think ghosts have a kid, or is it dark where they died at the same time? Nice, good accent on Dracula. Nice, they're pretty good, Dad. There's just a old, good old-fashioned, wholesome, cute one compared to Boo Brothers and stuff.
It's a juicer. Now you can have bitter lemonade whenever you want, Papa. That's wonderful, Winnie. I made this for you, Daddy. It's a bat robe.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, if it's for a bat, I was like, it'd be like a early.
Nice robe, but that's no reflection on you.
For you too, and it's fireproof.
Nice. Once you get fireproof material, that's pretty fun.
Chargeable battery pack can last for weeks. For you, Dada. Thank you, Elsa. Welcome.
Nice, so basically a Walkman, but it's like probably a Shockman that charges with lightning. That's cool.
To brighten the darkest money case.
What a thoughtful gift, Dennis.
Your daughter would like to play her latest composition for you.
He kind of looks like the Creeper, but in a ghost version.
They're having fun, Revolta. but soon the party will be over.
Yeah, I think it would be the perfect time to hit with, like, I don't know, it's a kid show, but like a bomb or something, take down all the monsters at once, but she won't do that.
It will soon be dawn. I must be on my way, Isabella.
The moon is going down, Winnie. I better run too.
Okay.
Gonna see you next Halloween.
So Dracula gets hit by Sun, but she doesn't. Maybe because she's not a full vampire or something.
Take care of Tannis and her friends, or you are going to meet a very mad mother.
Well, they're saying it in a mean way, but they're just worried about their kids. It makes sense. They're nice boys.
This is your target.
So just Shaggy's the target?
We'll do exactly as I say.
Oh my gosh, hypnotized. That's like his 5th time being hypnotized.
Little girls, field trip to the Barenborg.
We're all trying to capture. Why don't you just take over the parents? I feel like they would have more power. It's interesting that these guys are still a part of the episode, though, or the movie.
I'll say, that's Baron Bog.
Rise and shine, Scoob. It's a beautiful day for a field trip.
Yeah, that should have immediately given it away of how he's acting so weird.
A perfectly rotten day to be outside. So have a great time, girls. You're staying home with me.
Let the dragon puppy go, man. Matches is a good boy. Okay, so they're basically having like a Boy Scout adventure kind of style. Yeah, she has the way to do it. Just fly. Nice. It's kind of interesting though that like the monsters are their monster forms all the time. Also, she got hypnotized, unfortunately. So he does have some kind of semblance of that he can mentally be himself, like being scared of the alligators and.
Like not too bad an escape, eh, Scoob?
Yeah, thanks for the help. I think this is quicksand.
They got darn quick. They can use Tannis's bandages to get them out.
Swimming in quicksand is fun. Fun, that's a negative.
No, blog, that's the way to do it. Oh, here we go. Next target. Yeah, her physics don't make sense to me because she technically doesn't really have a brain or anything anymore to actually hypnotize. She's corporeal whenever the story wants her to, which is kind of interesting. Nice, she's pretty good. She won. Pretty easy. Oh, there goes Scooby. Oh man, that's mean. Why not? Yeah, I would have taken Scooby because he'd probably get Shaggy from not being hypnotized.
Something's wrong, but it's too late for you.
Why wouldn't she turn back into human form before she... just talk, lady. Come on. Should I capture that quickly?
We do not aid and abet the enemy.
Yeah, say something about that, Matches. Getting stuck in the mud, you better help.
But we're out of here.
Grimwood girls are in trouble. You can help us rescue them from a bunch of meanies.
Yeah, get lost.
What a bunch of sticks in the mud.
They saved you, man.
Puppy power.
Oh, he hasn't puppy powered in a while. Oh my gosh, that catapult.
Scrappy and Matches power. Yeah, fire away, Matches.
That's the way to do it, Matches. But he did it on the metal part, not the rope part. That works, though.
I'm preparing a spell to make an evil forever. At the stroke of midnight, I'm going to revolutize them. Like this pad is really locked, guys.
Nice. The welding mask, that's awesome.
Like this lock must be flameproof.
That lock would still be so hot, man.
Down the Dale, Scoob.
Yeah, his tail is just a get out of jail free card, man. Whenever the story needs it to. Yeah, we got like a monster mirror.
Scoob, it's only a mirror. Makes you look weird. When it can't hurt you, Scooby comes back.
So, was he no longer hypnotized? Why would the monster bother swapping? Yeah, you can tell. Jeez, man. His voice.
You can't escape.
I obey only Revolta.
You're not gonna help ask the little mummy girl to help you, man.
You can't fool the mirror monster.
The mirror monster, okay.
Sounds like Uncle Scooby's in trouble.
I was about to say, where are you guys at when Shaggy got freaking monstered up?
You're not Shaggy, and you look better with this on.
Good job, Scrappy, at least you know. Yeah, Matches is such a good puppy.
Dangerous out here.
I like how Matches is getting more and more comfortable with them too. Laughing with them and talking to them and stuff.
Winnie, Isabella, oh boy.
I like how they're just dusting things. Like, they don't even really do anything. They're just kind of loitering around until she's done with her spell. Also, a skeleton being chained down there was actually a bit creepy. Full on like people have actually died. Well, Dweller. Oh gosh. Oh, he's a creepy looking dude.
The heat matches.
He's been using his powers too much, man, to get everybody out of situations. He's a good puppy, though.
And they did get that quicksand.
Yeah, now you remember the quicksand. Might be a little too late, boys.
I'm hoping you'll play ball with me, Shaggy.
Really? How'd you know that was gonna work, man? Come on.
Like it's a wild elevator, eh, Scoob?
My gosh, you definitely freaking noticed that.
You can keep the ball.
We gotta hurry. It's almost midnight.
But he's also kind of puppy style. The Scooby-Doo watch was fantastic. Yeah, that good old-fashioned style. They used that all the time back in the day in the cartoons.
The chance has begun. As anyone can plainly see, they're turning evil, just like me.
The simple spell. That was easy. Doesn't mean they didn't unhypnotize. That in the episode, the movie. They started that castle wall, which is nice. Got some property damage there. Probably like $100 maybe.
Gee, you've been under the hairdryer so long you were getting cranky.
The evilness kind of overrid the hypnotism, so since they took off the evil tube, they're fine now. No, Scooby-Doo, he's gonna get eaten. Run.
Something's gone wrong with my formula.
Good job, Matches. Saved the day again, boyo. You've been so good this episode. MVP.
Quick, stop her. I mean, no, Revolta. Yikes.
Good job, really knowing the magic. Nice.
I'm putting it where it belongs. In the fire.
Oh man,
Cowboy will save the day. Hop aboard. Roger.
that works. Those kids must have freaking fantastic gravity propulsion to be able to survive like that. And they're wrecked. Wow, that ended quick.
We'll have you back to
The whole thing of throwing a magic wand into a big pot would make the castle blow up. Gosh, Scooby kind of rapping. Or Scrappy. Well, it's cute, wholesome ending.
Meet your new students and their parents.
Oh, we got like a sea monster, Godzilla. Is that a kaiju? And that's it. That ends off the movie. Easy peasy.
Guys, the girls are waving goodbye.
Yeah, that was cute. I like how Shaggy joined in on the Scooby-Doo, same with Scrappy. Yeah, so that one was definitely a lot more fun than Boo Brothers. But like, this one was a lot more cute, a lot more wholesome. For me personally, to be honest, I think the beginning half with the volleyball competition, like the training out, was a lot more fun, a lot more wholesome, just getting introduced to the world. And kind of went just kind of a little bit off the rails, but in a cute way, but still kind of just all over the place. And then like the, getting hypnotized sequence was a bit boring, to be honest, of like how they caught everybody was just very kind of like basically how they had on this like this person needs to be hypnotized, then this person, then this person, then the vampire girl last. So they just did like a checklist kind of thing. It just didn't really make much sense. Overall, it's just like boom, 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 boom. And then her getting captured in midair, and somehow guys did not have the kind of webbing for the headphones like the other ones did, but still be able to get her in midair perfectly, even though she was evading the whole time in midair, and she was only distracted for a couple seconds before she got back to hiding it around, and she still got captured, that kind of thing, just a bit. But they needed to get to the next location, so it makes sense. And then the ending overall, beat the bad guys. They got blown up, threw a magic wand into the pot. That was fun. And then just a nice happy ending of everybody kind of dancing together, which was cute as well. And so overall, like a pretty good movie. I really enjoyed this one for the Scrappy-Doo kind of 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo era of these three movies. Ghoul School is definitely a lot better. Like I said, Reluctant Werewolf, I think, is still going to be my favorite just because that's the one I remember the most and the one I watched the most. But we'll see. It had some cute moments. It actually had some legitimately kind of creepy moments or fun moments of like the skeleton down in the prison, like chained up, like she actually has dead bodies there. All the different monsters that they had. The kind of like monster was a little bit of a puppy dog kind of style. And then of course Matches, the MVP of this movie. Every time there was an issue, he would burn it. So he was just a nice little fire lizard boy. He was adorable. I loved him. And just one of those fun ones where when you need something done, Matches will do it for you. Easy peasy. And so that was kind of a fun kind of way they did that as well. Matches basically took Scrappy's job. I feel like Scrappy basically did nothing in this time. Even when he came in as like the assistant, he didn't actually assist, he was the ref. He did ref fair. Scooby was a cheerleader, and so just kind of a weird iteration on what they did that basically kind of like forgot. And then the volleyball competition was like the first 30 minutes. I feel like the volleyball like training and stuff like that was a lot more fun of a thing. I feel like the villainy style thing didn't really, kind of lost its mojo a little bit through, but overall not too bad of a movie, which is why I think I'm going to rate this one, since we rated Hollywood a 2, Blues Brothers a 3, I think we're going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. I'm thinking I'll probably give Reluctant Werewolf like a 7.5 or an 8. I was thinking like a 6 for Ghoul School, but I really thought it was cute. It was really fun. It hits you in the right nostalgia places. We also had some property damage, which we had like $100. I probably won't technically count it since we don't really have much movie property damage, but still a fun one to have. We will count the 2 weird food items, which was very fun because we've had at the time of recording, we've had a gap. Pup Named Scooby-Doo episode 2 was the last time we had a weird food item, and before that was the Hollywood movie, so it's been a while. We got 2 for Ghoul School. We have pizza with snails and tadpole tails, which is going to be escargot and frog leg meat. And then Ghoul School as well also had the fungus pudge, and so that would be a fun one. So, I can put some shiitake mushrooms or something like that in the recipe, and would be a really fun, interesting thing. Just got to keep going for it. We're slowly gaining our subscribers as well, so as we do, we can make more weird food items, which will be really fun. The next one is going to be the 300 subscriber special, which will be that basically weird pot pie from Where Are You Up season 2 episode 7, which I'm excited for. We're getting closer and closer to that. And another interesting thing for this movie is like kind of had the most recurring characters in the entire franchise so far. There was like 50 people. Like there was a lot. All the monster dads, all the Callaway military guys, all the monster girls, Shaggy, Scrappy, and then, Matches, and then the evil monsters. Chock full of people this episode, and I feel like everybody had a line, which was pretty nice. There's nobody that really was quiet, which I thought was pretty fun as well. Like everybody had a turn. So overall, 7 out of 10 for this movie. I had a lot of fun with it, and I can't wait to watch Reluctant Werewolf in 2 weeks for the next movie, and that'll end off the trilogy and also be our last appearance of Scrappy-Doo until 2002, which is pretty interesting. We'll see. So the next time Scrappy will appear after Reluctant Werewolf is August 2nd. Scooby-Doo movie, if everything goes well, will come out. All right, so that's going to do it for me. I will see you guys next week for our next, or well, tomorrow for Pup Named Scooby-Doo episode 11, and then next week for the finish off of season 1 for Pup Named Scooby-Doo as we slowly make our way through the Scooby-Doo franchise. I've been recording these a lot more bulk because I do like Pup Named Scooby-Doo a lot more than some of the previous iterations, like 13 Ghosts is fine, but Pup Name I just feel like is a nice cute one, so I just feel like I can bulk record a lot more without getting sick of it and not rating it harshly from boredom or anything like that. So, and if you want to, you can also subscribe to me on Patreon and start releasing exclusive series as we start getting ahead on reactions for Scooby-Doo. So I'm gonna start doing like One Piece and like Newtopia, the Korean drama, and those kinds of things. So tune in for that as well. And I will see you guys next time for some more Scooby-Doo. Have a great day.